Mike Jones.
BBN, Jack Frost, what's up, party people? How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. I need for y'all to just bear with me. I need to go do something. It's gonna take 5 minutes. I need for y'all to bear with me. I'm gonna be right back. I might have something juicy for y'all. I might not. I need for y'all to bear with me. But this whole DMX conversation, this is something that we need to have. But I need for y'all to bear with me. I gotta go do something real quick. I'm gonna be right back. I apologize about the delay.
Mike Jones. Mike Jones Beats.
Sorry about the delay. Sorry about the delay. All right, so a couple of things I want to say. I don't wear shoes inside, so I had to run out. I had to do a thing. All right, so there's a couple of things that I want to say real quick, right? And this is not a knock on anybody, obviously. This is not a knock on anybody, and this is not meant to be disrespectful towards anybody at all, whether you're an individual that believes that or thinks that it's okay to report on DMX's situation or not. This is not me going at anybody, but I want to be clear about something. There's a difference between reporting information and controlling information. If you're trying to tell me, first of all, just so we could be clear, I was informed about DMX's possible passing on. I was informed about DMX's possible passing while we was on the air. This is not a situation where I already prior knew of had knowledge of this and then decided to put this out into the world. I found out about this while on air. That's one. Two, before we even get into what being alive and being dead is, what we're gonna have this conversation, I reported on both aspects of it. I reported that it's being said that he passed away, and I reported on the fact that his manager said that he didn't pass away. This is what reporting is. You want to know what controlling information is? In my opinion, controlling information is when I know something and I decide it's not good for you to know right now. I don't think it's the media's job to control information. If you think it's the media's job to control information, I think that that's okay. I think that you have the right to think that. But I don't think it's the media's job to control information. Now, with that being said, also yesterday, Queen Elizabeth's husband passed away. Just so we could be clear for everybody that don't know. Queen Elizabeth's husband passed away yesterday. How often do people pass away or die in some manner and the information is passed on? I want to know why DMX is probably the only person I've ever heard about that when they pass away, we can't tell nobody that they passed away. When Prince passed away, everybody spoke about it. When Prince passed away, everybody spoke about it, right? Remember when Prince passed away? You didn't hear people say, oh, now we can't tell people Prince passed away until we alert the family. No, people said Prince passed away. They even said why Prince passed away. And once again, it has nothing to do with being first or second to report on such a thing. We found out live on air. I actually have proof of that. So anybody saying I just wanted to be first or second, you're actively lying. And you're a douchebag. Because I have proof that we found out live on air. Now, are there people upset that I've probably found out live on air before other people found out? Obviously. But that's okay. There's nothing wrong with jealousy. Everything wrong with jealousy. But, it's okay. If anybody else want to come into the chat and explain how you're jealous, then go ahead. Shout out to Maven, who was very happy to come in here and explain how they were jealous that I was able to report about it before, they were able to, or whoever they like better than they like me was able to. Anybody else want to come in here and speak about their jealousy? We're open ears. As long as you're not saying nothing too disrespectful, you won't be kicked. Come speak about your jealousy. Go ahead. I'm cool with it. As long as you're not talking disrespectful, I won't even kick you. Anybody else besides Maven? Now, once again, I just want to be clear on this. When Michael Jackson passed away, nobody said wait until his family finds out. It was reported. When Prince passed away, nobody said wait until his family is told. People reported. I don't know who's hitting me, but 9 times out of 10, I am not going to answer. Oh, that's what that was. So just so we could be clear, when Michael Jackson passed away, nobody said let's wait to tell his family. That information came out. Right? When Prince passed away, nobody said let's wait to tell his family. That information came out, right? Right? Shout out to Angel Crispin. He's the bag. He's the drop king. We're going to change the way that we do certain things that we do in the morning. So I'm just going to call out the actual drop, people who did drops yesterday, and then we're going to get on with the show. We're going to do roll call. Man, so I don't understand. People are going to be upset that certain people reported on it, right? But that's literally my job to report on it. And I know why the family doesn't want people to talk about it. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not going to blow the family up. I don't got no problem with them. I'm not going to blow the family up. But I know why the family wanted to hold on till today, or didn't want to report it at that time. Kelly said the family does not want mass craziness at the hospital or phone calls, texts, especially. Plus the kids will hold a press conference today and everyone will see it's true. There's a whole nother reason also, just so we can be clear, that isn't as good as the reason that Kelly just gave. So I'm not here to usurp the family. So any information that I have that might not be a positive information on why this information has been withheld, I'm not going to report it. No, I didn't do nothing wrong. Every single time somebody passes away, the media say they passed away. I want to know why now in this DMX situation we can't say that. I need somebody to explain that to me. Could somebody explain that to me? If you could explain to me why it was okay every time any other celebrity or any other person of note passes away, why it's okay to say that they passed away, but why it's not okay to say that DMX passed away, if you could cohesively explain that to me, I'll issue an apology. Is that fair? I just want to know why it's okay to say other celebrities when they pass away, and why it's not okay to talk about DMX when he passed away. DMX isn't going to get the same respect for his fans to find out what happened to him? Because that's the way I'm looking at it. Now, if you're an agency that decided not to report on it, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I think that everybody has the right to decide to report or not report on whatever they're reporting or not reporting on to themselves. I think that that's people's right. I'm not trying to say, oh man, those people didn't report on it, there's something wrong with them. I'm not saying that at all. Please do not take that as what I'm saying. What I'm simply saying is, for the individuals that are attacking the people that reported on it, right? Literally, if their family comes out in the next day or two and say that he passed away, literally every single person that's attacking the people that said something, you're all fucking hypocrites. I'm not talking about the people that know and like, well, we don't want to talk about it. I'm talking about the individuals that's attacking. Also, I want to be clear on something. If you consider yourself some kind of freedom fighter, if you consider yourself some kind of activist of any kind, that means that you consider yourself a person that isn't against the withholding of information, right? Hold on, we about to get into that, Mob Fab. Hold on. We're about to get into that. We're about to get into all that. I just want to be clear on something. If you're a person that consider yourself an advocate for human rights, an advocate for black people, an advocate for anything, if you consider yourself an advocate for anything, but you're also saying, you know what, we got to withhold information into the family, whatever, then you're a fucking hypocrite. So what information are we supposed to withhold, and what information are we supposed to put out into the world? How, what? So we about controlling information now? Since when were we about controlling information? People are hypocrites. People are going to get mad at Trump. People are going to get mad at politicians when politicians withhold information, right? So which information is good to okay to withhold, and which information is bad to withhold? Please, somebody explain this to me. Let's call out the people who did drops yesterday. Shout out to the one and only. Shout out to Kelly. Shout out to NetStars Live. Shout out to, I believe, Mark Castillo, and shout out to Angel Chris. No, shout out to Angel Chris. Definitely appreciate you guys. You guys are all the best. Appreciate when you like, comment, subscribe, everything. We're going to call out the drops that happened this morning, too, in a second. But first, let's do roll call. I want to read some of these comments. Also, I need somebody to tell me the last time you heard about somebody basically being brain dead and recovering. I'm not saying it's never happened, but how often have you ever heard about somebody being brain dead and recovering? I'm going to tell you why sometimes people think I'm bashing individuals. I'm going to tell you why sometimes people think I'm bashing individuals. For the same reason why sometimes people think I'm co-signing people I'm not co-signing. Because when you pull up on me and you tell me I'm not right about something, I have to then tell you what's what. No, if I feel like it. So I want to know, when was the last time somebody woke up from being brain dead? Can somebody tell me? Can anybody tell me? Just in all fairness. I need somebody to tell me the last time somebody broke up from being brain dead. With that being what that is, let's do the roll call real quick. What up, New York Nikki? How you doing this morning? Salute. Oh, well, you don't get a salute. Okay. How you doing, baby girl? What up, Mark Hernandez? How you doing, my brother? Salute. D Vertical. I still didn't send that thing to you. I'm sending it to you today. And yes, if you still want to go up there, we can go up there, find out what's happening. Please, my brother, I need you to run point on this. What up, Danny Bryant? How you doing this morning? Danny Bryant almost got kicked yesterday by accident. I'm so sorry about that, my brother. What up, Little Liberty Hazelton? He says, rise and grind, y'all. Happy Friday. I like that, by the way. What up, DZ? DZ says, BBN Frost, what's up? It's Friday, positive vibes only. Tap that like button. Tap, tap, tap in. I like that song, by the way. What up, C Iron Addict? I like Sweetie. I ain't gonna lie. I like her whole shit going on. What up, C Iron Addict? How you doing this morning? Salute, James S. All you see is smoking feet. What up, Bree Powell? This sniper. Who else we got up in here real quick? Just trying to run through this. What up, Kelly? How you doing, Kelly? Kelly says, good morning, and there's a whole sunshine going on. Who else we got up in here? What up, M35? Kimmy Queendom, how you doing? James S. said, put your money where your mouth is. Homie ain't in here right now. What up, Ben Roman? How you doing? I'm going to tell you what a lot of people are mad at. And I'm not talking about the people who are genuinely just like, let the family tell. But there's some people that's just upset. I think I was the first person to actually, in the media to actually report it. And I think that there's just some people that's upset about that. Shout out to Maven. He said, I think it's ridiculous just so you could be the first to say it. You were wrong, bro. So you're saying that the first person to say it was gonna just be wrong, period, no matter who that person was? So fuck it, it was me. Let's go. What up, Ray Dream Chaser? How you doing this morning? He says, shout out to Frost BBN family and all the douchebags. Shout out to all the douchebags. All the douchebags needs to shout outs. Ben Roman says, all I know is Frost is always 100% right at the end of the day. I'm usually right. I'm not doubt it's 100% though. What up, Lovely E? Who else we got up in here? Kelly says the family does not want like mass craziness at the hospital. Understandable. All phone calls and texts, etc. Understandable. Plus the kids, they will hold a press conference today and everyone will see it was true. I don't think anybody's actually arguing. Well, yeah, there are people arguing that it isn't true, but in a minute we're gonna have this conversation. Cloud says salute BBN, prayers to the X family and friends, even us as fans. That's a fact. What up, High Noon? High Noon says, I'm glad you broke the news so we can have closure and be able to move on. That's how things are supposed to work. High Noon, but they're gonna destroy X's legacy by making this about when his passing was reported, in contrast with speaking about how much he improved our lives, how much of a influence, a positive influence he was on people. Instead of that being his legacy is probably now going to be that somebody reported he passed away before his family did. So that just goes to show you where people's minds are. You understand what I'm saying? You got to understand, some people, they don't know how to be happy about anything. All they're looking for is controversy and everything. You understand what I'm saying? So when you having a conversation or you dealing with a person that no matter what you say, they're just gonna say the opposite. You know, I'm pretty used to dealing with that now, as y'all could probably tell. But when you dealing with somebody that they just gonna say the opposite of whatever you're saying. You understand? And if you don't agree with them, and once you start poking holes in whatever they're talking about, then they don't want to have the conversation no more. Once you start dealing with people like that more, you'll see what's going on. I don't know how much anybody else deals with that, but I deal with a lot of that. Lovely E says, I was in a similar situation. Unfortunately, my children's father is no longer with us. I'm sorry to hear about that. A decision had to be made. R.I.P. Star Child. D Vertical said, not to cut you off, but when you touch the vaccine, the family claims DMX took. Boom. Okay. Now, is it getting down to the bones of what this might be about? Mobfax says, I thought he was on life support. The family might want to mourn before his passing hits the media. I don't know. Once again, could you please name me, you know how often, especially celebrities, pass away and the news is then given before? This isn't, I'm not the police. You know who has to let the family tell the world? The police. The police is not, we have to inform the family first. That's the police. I'm not the police. I'm the media. Period. D Vertical says, some might say yes due to how long he was without oxygen. Anything more than 4 minutes is really bad on the brain. He was without oxygen for up to an hour, just so everybody can know. And anything more than 4 minutes is bad for the brain. And his brain was without oxygen up to an hour. So do with that however you want to do with that. Bree Powell says, in cases like these, the family with no brain activity is usually already gone. It's usually the loved ones that have a hard time making these kinds of decisions. That's a fact. Matter of fact, we was having a whole conversation the other day about, how hard that decision has to be in order to, ultimately pull the plug on someone that you love. That's a very difficult decision to have to make, position to be in. And I don't envy anybody. That's an unenviable position. That's extremely difficult, and that's extremely hard to love somebody and have to be the one to say, they're gone, because at the end of the day, nobody wants to admit that somebody that they love is gone. What up, Toby? What up, Toby? I gotta go back up. I'm reading y'all comments this morning like hell. What up, Toby Hobson? Let me call out the drops that happened real quick. Shout out to Prince to Amir with the $12 drop. Definitely appreciate you, my brother. And shout out to Danny Bryant with the $5 drop. Definitely appreciate you, my brother. Deontay Watts says they probably have high hopes of X pulling through. Miracles happen every day. They just didn't want the negativity of saying RIP until it actually confirmed, in my opinion. I want to show you something. I'm going to show you the post I put up real quick for everybody that didn't see it, because I didn't want to put RIP either, just so we could be clear. I put RIP in the caption, but I did not put RIP in the post. I might make a post on IG about wow, Kelly. Kylie or whatever her name is. I want to show y'all the post I actually put up real quick. Hold on. All I did was put a date. That's it. I put a date. That's what I put. I didn't put rest in peace. I didn't put nothing. I put a date. That's classy. Okay? I didn't put a born on this date, died on that date. I just put a date. MoFab said, if it's public, journalists have the right to report on it. The truth shouldn't be hidden. And that's my point, Mob Facts. That's my point. That's my whole point I'm trying to make. You got individuals that's saying bloggers are wrong for reporting it. So, okay, tell me which information it's okay to tell the public and which information is not. You're going to have people having excuses. Have your own mind. Either you're for hiding information from people or you're against it. Either you're for God or you're for Satan. There is no in the middle. You can't say, well, I'm for hiding this information, but that other information everybody can know. No, you're just for hiding information at that point. Right? Now, for the big news agencies that decided not to report on it, there's nothing wrong with that. That's the decision in which they made. And just like they made that decision, other people made other decisions. What the fuck? Kelly said from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. they tried to decide to pull the plug and they did at 8. And never brain dead is dead. And never. Brain dead is dead, period. That's a fact. How many people you know walking around and their brain don't work? Anybody here know somebody walking around and their brain don't work? I think that's a fair question to ask. D Vertical said, I'm sorry to hear about your mother. Rest in peace to D Vertical's moms. D Vertical said, my mom's passed this Monday. Once the brain is gone, it's over. So I want to know, like, how many people know people walking around and their brain don't work? How many? I don't know anybody walking around and their brain don't work. And I'm just asking regular questions. I know it sounds like I'm condescending, but I'm not being condescending. At this point, I'm thinking there's people that actually believe that there are individuals that can walk around and their brain don't work. Mook Young says, keep doing your thing, Jack. Your channel is super dope. Appreciate you. Yes. DSTN says, you were. BBN broke the news. I don't know if I was or wasn't, but okay. It's sad when people put out the wrong information. He's gone. X-Chan says, Wikipedia reported his death yesterday. He's gone. Wikipedia is Wikipedia. Anybody could fuck with Wikipedia. Never trust Wikipedia. What you saying, laugh out loud, yes, but that's a different topic too. Pulling the plug is extremely difficult. X-Chan said DMX was rushed to the hospital 9 days ago for anxiety and depression, and they probably gave him psych meds and released him to outpatient treatment. I have the link also, and no one is talking about this. I actually know exactly what happened to DMX, and I'm not getting into it. I actually know 100% what happened to DMX, and I'm not getting into it. I could tell you what happened to DMX. Could people stop telling me I don't know what I'm talking about when I know people that actually know these people? I know people that actually know these people. Like on some real shit. Not even, no cap. I know people that actually know these people. People are always trying to tell me I don't. Can I just say something? How often do people tell me I'm wrong and then I be right? Oh, you saying yes, that's a different topic about what dude said about the rappers. That's a fact. Why not usually in here talking shit? So he probably not going to be here very long. He don't like the BBN Network and Jack Frost in me. Rough Riders confirmed yesterday. Thank you, DSTN. The fuck? I know exactly what happened to DST. I know exactly what happened to DMX. Now, if I report that people gonna say that that's disrespectful. But I know exactly what happened to DMX. 100%. Once again, stop. Y'all don't know these. If you don't even know somebody that know him, how could you tell me? I literally 100% know somebody that fucks with DMX and knows what's going on behind the scenes. They confirmed he's still alive when? Today or Monday? What day did they confirm he's still alive, D Vertical? Today or Monday? And it can be argued that he wasn't alive on Tuesday and Wednesday. Once they do your brain and you don't have no brain function, are you alive? Are you alive because your heart is beating? Are you alive because they hooked you up to a machine and your blood is pumping? I mean, your heart, your lungs is pumping. Are you alive? Are you alive if your brain is gone but every other thing in your body works? Also, he had organ failure. For everybody that don't know, he actually had organ failure. He hooked up to a machine, brain dead, and had organ failure. I'm sorry for reporting this, but what do you want me to do? Is he still alive? If you're hooked up to a machine, your brain has no activity, and you have organ failure, are you still alive? Yeah, but okay, I'm not going by the IG page because they might also just be waiting for the family to say something. We know actual Rough Riders over here that confirmed he died. We know actual Rough Riders over here that was confirmed. I know somebody who knows even more than the Rough Riders would know, and he's passed away. I literally know people. I don't. I'm not trying to blow up the person. I'm not trying to blow up the person because I don't know if the person wants to be blown up. But I literally know somebody. What up, Dog Soldier? All dogs go to heaven. This is a difficult and hard topic. And it's not a difficult and hard topic because DMX passed away. People pass away. It's a difficult and hard topic because people who consider themselves DMX supporters, in my opinion, is handling it wrong. They should be out here celebrating him. Instead of celebrating him, they want to browbeat individuals that reported that he passed away. If you love DMX so much, why are you not celebrating him? What's going to happen when it's actually reported? Then you're going to have excuses on why you wasn't celebrating him. If I pass away, please don't get mad at the person that tells you. Celebrate my life. Hold me up. Don't try to push the person down that passed you the information. Don't kill the messenger. You get it? Do you get what people are trying to do? Kill the messenger. New York Urban Legend said once organ failure. Don't you work in a hospital, New York Urban Legend? New York Urban Legend says once organ failure commences, it's a slow death. The longer they keep him hooked up, he's literally suffering. Shout out to Mark Castillo with the $7 drop. He says, good morning, Frost and BBN family. We had to do to my sister after a bad car accident. She only stayed alive 30 minutes after we took it off. Condolences to you and your family. That's a fact. New York Urban Legend works in a hospital. What the fuck? We should be holding DMX up. We should be celebrating DMX. But instead you got individuals that want to badmouth the messengers. Why are you not celebrating DMX? What have we been doing this whole time? What's your favorite DMX moment? What's your favorite DMX movies? What's your favorite DMX songs? Am I the only one out here trying to hold DMX, trying to celebrate his life? We can't be the only people out here trying to celebrate DMX's life. Shout out to Rain. Shout out to Rain. New York Urban Legend said he's an en route care nurse. Are we the only ones trying to celebrate DMX's life? I'm asking. Because it really seems like there's more people doing the opposite of celebrating his life. Yeah, he made 2 diamond albums in the same year. That's retarded. Let's celebrate that man's life. Once again, I am not a person that think that I have to be right all the time. I just don't want people to tell me I'm wrong when I'm right. Ex-Con. I'm just calling you Con, homie. I'm not reading that name like that. Con said he did an impromptu tribute to DMX on Facebook feed. Shout out to that. Alright, later, Danny Bryan. Enjoy your day. Appreciate you. Let's celebrate that man's life. Let's hold that man up. So, once again, is it ethical to keep a person alive if their brain doesn't function anymore? Is that ethical? How many of you will want for your brain to not function no more, but people keep you hooked up to a machine so your heart and your lungs keep beating? Could we have a vote real quick? Yes, we was blessed with his presence. Period. What up, mind, body, and soul? How many of you would want to be hooked up to a machine after your brain shuts off and stops working? You want to be hooked up to a machine after your brain shuts off and stops working? You don't want to be hooked up to a machine after your brain shuts off and stops working. Can we have a vote, please? I'm just curious. What up, Omega Sunlight? Haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? D Vertical said, ever happens to me, pull the plug. Don't let me suffer. So nobody would want that. Why do people want that for DMX? Okay, Khan says, I'm a second generation outlaw and rap with Tupac's outlaws. All due respect, Jack Frost. My name stay. Oh, you're an actual. No. One, I think that's dope. Ex-Con. I think that's dope. It's just when I got it. Okay. Also, I read a book on Genghis Khan because I actually used to, Genghis Khan used to be somebody that I actually really looked up to. If people don't know about Genghis Khan, look Genghis Khan up. I read a couple of books on him. He was somebody that I modeled a lot of the shit that I did in my life after. So, boom, I know who Genghis Khan is. The reason why I said that is because I don't want to keep calling somebody an ex-Khan. So I'm just going to call you Khan. It wasn't out of disrespect. I Rock with You TV says, my uncle was shot in the head and had to go through the same thing. We played his favorite music and somehow by the grace of God he made it. This was surely a miracle. He had no brain function. As far as we know, DMX had no brain function and his organs started failing. I did see where the family said he took a COVID vaccine. But I actually know what happened, and that's not necessarily... He probably also took a COVID vaccine, but something else also happened. So I want to know who's wrong. Me reporting that he passed away, or yeah, definitely our condolences to your uncle. I'm just saying, like, maybe I'm ethically somewhere else. That's all I'm saying. With all due respect, I'm not bashing nobody. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not attacking the family. I'm not doing that. I think keeping somebody plugged up for, I think, how many days has it been? It's been a couple of days. That's nothing wrong with it. You understand what I'm saying? They're hoping something good happens. They kept him hooked up to the machine to make sure that he wasn't going to recover. And I don't see there anything wrong with that. But what are we supposed to do? How long is he supposed to be hooked up to the machine? How long is he supposed to be hooked up to a machine? With all due respect. I'm not attacking nobody or nothing, but with all due respect, how long is he supposed to be hooked up to a machine? His brain don't work. His organs is failing. How long would y'all guys want to be hooked up to a machine? So please, if I die, something happened, well, when I die, something happened or whatever, because we all going to die at some point. Please, don't kill the messenger. Darby Williams says, do not resuscitate here. Don't kill the messenger. Don't kill the messenger. I mean, I can't tell you not to kill the messenger. Do whatever you want to do. But I'm saying I'm a person that I don't kill the messenger. Other than that, I don't tell you what to, I don't know what to tell you. Mind, Body, and Soul says you're a media source. You're supposed to find breaking news. If you get it wrong, just retract. I don't know why people are acting like this is some new phenomenon. This is what reporters do. Exactly. 100%. I don't know if he went to the hospital before for anxiety and depression right before his passing. I can literally find out, though. There's about, just so we could be clear for anybody that thinks I'm out here just putting out bad information, there's about 3 people that I can contact easy and find out exactly what, well, I already know what happened to DMX, but there's about 3 people that I can easily contact. 3 people. At least. Minimum 3 people. There's more, but there's a minimum of 3 people that I can literally contact. I don't need to let the whole world know how many people. There's a minimum of 3 people that I can literally contact and find out what's going on. If you're upset that I reported it, that's okay, not a problem, whatever. But to say that I'm wrong for reporting it, you're wrong. I'm not wrong for reporting it. That's literally my job. So the next time, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. There's been some people that tried to criticize me for reporting it, right? That are also in the business of doing this, right? What I'm going to do is I should start following them. And every single time they report some bullshit, I should just troll them and point out how they don't know what the fuck they talking about. Or point out how is it okay for you to do it but not okay for me to do it. I already got a link, homie. Con, I already got a link. And I got a link. Like, I can't even explain how tied in my link is. I got 3 links that's 100% tied all the way in. I can find out damn near anything about any motherfucker in this that is a celebrity, especially in the music business. Anyone. Anything. I can literally find out anything about anyone in the music industry that breaks as news. Also, I want to add something for everybody that don't know. Queen Elizabeth's husband died yesterday also. He was 99 years old. I just thought I'd throw that out there. What up, Little B, since 1983? Shout out to DZ with the 510 Oakland drop. Nickel and diamond. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? High Noon said, low-key, sometimes you be too on point. I don't know what to tell you. I could literally find out anything about anybody in the music industry if I felt like it. Wait, why you timed him out? Oh, because he tried to put a link. We don't put links and stuff, homie. We don't send people to other places. Mind, Body, and Soul says, I see the medical field pushing do not resuscitate now hard. It wasn't like that when I was working in that field. Yes, they are pushing do not resuscitate hard because we have a population problem on the planet. Rain, keep singing that. That shit is hard. We already know what Rain is think what song Rain is into. That shit is hard. Yeah, so I can find out anything about any rapper in the music industry. Anyone in the music industry. Doesn't even have to be a rapper, damn near. Yes, I'm tied in. For real, for real. Shout out to James S with the $7 2-cent drop. He said, where you at, NetStars? Trying to accept your call out. NetStars Live, where you at? Shout out to D Vertical with the $5 drop. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? Rain said, that's my point. I got you. Anyone. Like, I'm Jack Frost, but I'm telling you, anyone in the music industry. Yeah. That's a fact. The plug, nigga. For us a fact.
Reading is to your mind what exercise.
God dang it. Reading this to your mind what exercise is to your body. Don't let nobody lie to you. Wait, hold on. Is somebody taking up? I think this is a Petty War drop, a $5.50 from Dog Soldier. Shout out to Dog Soldier. Real quick, we're speaking about DMX today. I know I want drops always, obviously, but we're having a very, very tough conversation that I don't know if I'll be able to get up for Petty Wars this morning. So I'm telling people that because I don't want you to do drops thinking I don't know if I could get up for Petty Wars this morning. I want to apologize to everybody. I would love to do Petty Wars because obviously we want drops. But I don't know if I could get up for Petty Wars this morning. If that's not integrity, I don't know what is. I went through mad different phases, like mazes to find my way. And now I know that happy days not far away. I don't know if I could get up for Petty Wars this morning. Shout out to D Vertical with the $5 drop. He said, hey, Doc, let's save this for next Monday, homie. I don't know if I could get up for Petty Wars this morning. And believe me when I tell you. I'll tell you what. Tonight will be, I don't even know if we're going to be on a different topic tonight. What up, Everett Gilchrist? Also, as always, $5 to $10 drops to the Cash App. What up, Everett Gilchrist? That's why I say Cash App. I just realized why I say that. Because I'm just trying to get the drops to go to the Cash App and not all of the drops to the Super Chat. I love the drops that go to the Super Chat. Don't get it confused. But I be trying to get the drops to go to the Cash App and not the Super Chat. Now I know why I say that shit all the time. Everett Gilchrist says, good morning, everybody. Let's show love today to each other and the strangers, but not to the haters. The haters need all the slaps. What up, Calvin Lockett? The haters need all the slaps. Well, I mean, if you don't have Cash App, obviously you can only do Super Chat. That's fine. Tori Hobson, you don't even do drops. So shout out to you. No disrespect. No disrespect. But I mean, what the fuck? I don't understand that conversation. But I'm just saying, don't y'all notice it's usually a person that never do drops that say no disrespect, no disrespect. But don't y'all notice it's usually a person that never do drops that say that they don't have a Cash App? Do a Super Chat then. I mean, you could do nothing, just so we could be clear. I'm not trying to, I'm just saying. Now, could we celebrate X some? Maybe if we start celebrating X some, I could get into that mood where we could start to do some. If y'all want to do a petty war, we gotta get that shit built up. You know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't gonna lie to you. We realistically can use. We don't need anything, but we can realistically use $5 to $10 drops to the Cash App. We can realistically use that. We don't need anything. We're fine. But we could realistically use $5 to $10 drops to the Cash App. When I say stuff like that, I'm specifically talking to the supporters of BBN. I'm not talking to the people who never do drops. Just so you know. Now, you good, Tori Hobson? Appreciate you. You here viewing the damn content, so you are supporting. I appreciate you. DZ said, how about not bringing attention to yourself, though? Tori Hobson, I don't think has ever did a drop. Shout out to you, though. What the fuck? That's always saying, like, why? Why would you even need to say that? Like, we good, though. If you want to do a drop, do a drop. If you don't, don't. Shout out to Mind, Body, and Soul with the $20 drop. Definitely appreciate you. Who's next? It's all about love today. That's a fact. We need to make it more about love every day. We strong over here. For the people that look, if you're not a person that want to do a drop, it's not a problem. We're strong over here. Over here on the BBN side, we strong. Just look at the fucking chat right now. Look at all the green names up in here. Let's make 199 post my favorite X song. Let's make a $1.99 post. Oh, everybody should send a $1.99 and post your favorite X song. Okay. I say you should just slap a hater and put your favorite X song. I play some X low in the background. YouTube is going to do so many copyrights on my fucking channel. They're going to come and bring me to jail for real, for real. They're going to be knocking on the door in like 10 minutes. It's going to be the police. They're going to be like, you know what? They didn't even want to just strike your channel. We just going to have to hold you for a couple of days. But this month, we are gonna have the radio show up this month. I'm making sure that I go get the equipment that I need, because I gotta go buy some stuff that costs. It's gonna run me a couple of $100. I'm gonna make sure I get the equipment that we need, and we're gonna run some stuff. And I'm definitely gonna have a DMX day where we ain't playing nothing but X. DZ said 30-second clips. I could play 30-second clips. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. If I could play 30-second clips, there's a thing that I'm going to start doing. But I should have been knew that. I mean, I do know that. I just be scared to make mistakes. I don't like making mistakes. I'm just so y'all know, I don't like making mistakes. Shout out to Kelly with the $10 drop. She says, in memory of X. Shout out to Kelly with the $10 drop. She said, in the memory of X. I'm gonna look into that DSTN. But no, whoever said you could play 30-second clips, I already know that you on point with it, because that's how the people do the jump offs when they play the when they do the video, when they you know, they play the clip and then they be like talking about the song and then they play a little bit more than they talk about the song. So I know that that's a thing. I'm very happy that the X battle happened, and I'm even more happy that it happened with Snoop Dogg. I'm very happy that it happened with Snoop Dogg. Yeah, the reaction vid. So yeah, I know that you're saying the right thing. I'm very happy that the X thing happened with Snoop Dogg. I can't think of a rapper that I think catalog outshines X's. You're either on the same level or you're below them. Shout out to Marcus Castillo with the $20 drop. He says, BBN, we strong. Memory of X. We strong over here. For real, for real. What are the people gonna say when the family comes out and say that he passed away today? What are they gonna say? All the people that is bashing me for saying that he's still alive. What are the people gonna say? Because you know the family is gonna have to say, you know, well, we pulled the plug on this particular time and he passed away at this particular hour. What is everybody gonna say when it's confirmed that I know what I'm talking about? Then they're just gonna be mad and say, well, you should have let the family say it first. I'm literally the media. When we talking shit about Donald Trump, well, we gotta wait for Donald Trump to acknowledge it's a thing before we could talk about it? When we talking about politicians, we gotta literally acknowledge that the politician is lying before we can say that the politician is lying? When we're talking about these people out here that's doing school shootings, do we gotta acknowledge that the school shooter is okay with us reporting on him before we report on it? Nah, Snoop ain't take that ass whooping personally. Niggas done started something. Damn, all of X's music was hyper aggressive, even when he's trying to be cool with you. D Vertical with the $2 drop says, I miss you, Faith Evans. Faith Evans in all of Bad Boy. X and the Locks was fire, that's a fact. Shout out to the Locks. They gotta be taking this hard. I don't think that there is a rapper who catalog just outshines X's. I don't think that a rapper exists that X's catalog is under. You're either at the same level as him or you're under him. What up, Roach? TMZ can't announce DMX's passing first. I already did it. They could announce it. Me and a ton of other people. I think individuals are just mad that bloggers or people who are considered to be bloggers mentioned it before the CBSs of the world, the ABCs of the world, the complexes of the world, the DMZs of the world. You think Eminem's catalog is better than DMX's? I don't. I think Eminem is a better rapper, but I don't think his catalog is better than DMX's. What in the hell? Are you crazy? TMZ late. It's a fact. Are you crazy? You think Eminem's catalog is better than DMX's catalog? Are you crazy? I don't even think it's on the same level. And I'm a Eminem fan. DSTN said they mad you was on it first. That's a fact. Nas, no. Nas's catalog ain't better than DMX's catalog. Nas has one classic album and a whole bunch of other dope shit. Roach says, I'm currently working on a case where one of the sons of Sugar Hill Publishing stole DMX royalties over $1 million. Kev says, what up, Kev? Haven't seen you in a stupid long time. He said 50 Cent got a better catalog than DMX. I don't think so. Not better. See, now, if you would have came in here and said Eminem catalog is on the same line, I would have been like, you know what? I don't agree, but I can see what you're talking about. If you would have said Nas's catalog is not close to DMX's, and Nas is my second favorite rapper ever. I think Jay-Z is on the same, I think they're even. I think they're on the same level. Nas is my second favorite rapper ever. His catalog is not better than DMX's. In my opinion. Shout out to Mind, Body, and Soul with the 199 drops. His belly exit wounds. Nas is my favorite rapper is Rakim. My second favorite rapper is Nas. I don't think neither one of them have a better catalog than DMX. Just so we can be clear. I don't think neither one of them. My favorite rapper is Rakim. My second favorite rapper is Nas. I don't think neither one of them have a better catalog. Catalog? No. Illmatic, I consider a classic of classics. I think Stillmatic and It Was Written is two extremely top tier albums. Nas is my second favorite rapper. I think Nas, it's hard to get around the fact that he's not good at picking beats. Hey Roach, if you want to call in, let me know. Yes, X was in Cradle to the Grave. He was the main character, wasn't he? Nas has one masterpiece. X has more than one. That's my point. X went plat 2 times in 1 year. What are we talking about here? Like, really, what are we talking about? How many artists went plat 2 times in 1 year? Like, really, what are we talking about? Tory still ain't do a drop. Don't pay no attention to what Tory is saying. Shout out to Tory. We happy you here, though. Tory came in here talking trash about a drop. Still ain't did nothing. Shout out to Lex BX. I think this is Lex BX. With the 718 drop, the area code drop. Says, I go from slipping and falling to here comes the boom, DMX. Shout out to Vic Star. We love Vix. She says, good morning, everyone. I'm here just at the beginning of the show. Sorry I'm late. Had a rough night listening in for a minute. Trust in Frost. I think we need that on the shirt. I didn't say he was better. Once again, Rakim and Nas are my 2 favorite rappers. I think DMX has better catalogs than both of them. Why when I talk don't people listen to what I'm actually saying? That shit is so frustrating. Like, you don't understand how frustrating that is. Like, that shit is super. We strong over here. Y'all do understand, right? That's how people consider how good your community is. How the drops go. Yes, that's going diamond by now. That's DMX, man. He went plat 2 times in 1 year, man. That's crazy. Nobody else sold albums that year. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I'm laughing. But nobody else sold albums that year. Cause somebody find out what other albums came out the year that DMX went plat twice in that 1 year. Nobody else sold any albums that year. Mind, Body, and Soul said most people listen to disagree, not to hear. That's a fact. I didn't miss when you said Kamikaze was on that level. I'm just talking about what I'm talking about. How could Big Pun have classic albums if Big Pun only dropped 1 album? We're not listening to what Mob Fact says anymore. Yes, you do. You need samples. Hold on. I am very protective of everything that we do over here for multiple different reasons. Okay, Microsoft, I'll contact you guys. You guys are just so fucking getting on my ass every 5 minutes about fucking, god dang it. Why does all of these agencies, I don't know. I think they be knowing who I am. I don't know who they, I don't know how to explain it. Like Google is just stay harassing me to do shit. Why? Does anybody else have that problem? Google is constantly contacting me. Hold on 1 second. I just want to say something. This is off topic. Google is constantly contacting me to tell me that I'm popular and what they want me to do stuff every 5 minutes. Do anybody else have this problem? Does anybody else have this problem? I don't even want to send stuff that I have. Does anybody else have this problem? Google is constantly contacting me. I'll go over the thing with you in a minute. All right, boom. Yeah, just send it. I don't care. Google is constantly contacting me to tell me all of the things that they want me to do because they swear that I'm popular. What up, Vintage Blast? Does anybody else have these problems? It's like they always contacting me like, we want your opinion on this. We want your opinion on that. Can you drop a comment? Like, Google, I ain't got time for this shit. I need 1 moment. I'm so sorry about this, but I need 1 moment. I'm going to put y'all on a break. Please don't go nowhere. I need 1 moment. I got to do a thing. I need 1 moment. Please don't go nowhere. Give me 5 minutes. Please. I'll be right back. Probably less than 5 minutes.
Mike Giants Beats. Mike Giants Beats.
%, sorry about that. I had to do something real quick. Had to do something real quick. I'm so sorry about that. We back. Was that 5 minutes, or was that longer or shorter than 5 minutes? I have no idea how long I took. I don't know if that was longer or shorter than 5 minutes. Nah, DMX is see, so there's a difference between being a rapper and being a poet. All right, so DMX was a poet. Let's just be clear on that. I think that we need to start making a difference between people who just rap, people who are lyrical, and people who just yell. I'm not saying DMX was lyrical, because I don't think DMX was lyrical. I think DMX was poetic. And I think that we need to start making a difference between a rapper being poetic and being lyrical. Being lyrical is what Eminem is. Eminem is supremely lyrical. But Eminem is not poetic. Nas is high lyrical content, but he's also poetic. Rakim, high lyrical content, but also poetic. You get what I'm saying? So I think that we need to start making a difference, between individuals who are lyrical and poetic, because it's not the same. And I think once we make that difference, I think then we'll be able to appreciate the different skills that people have at a higher, more, we'll be much more appreciative of the different skills that individuals have. Because at the end of the day, just so we could be clear, at the end of the day, you got individuals who are like Joe Budden. Joe Budden has to be one of the most lyrical, non-poetic niggas I've ever heard in my life. Like Eminem, he's kind of poetic. There's a little bit of poetry in there. But he's way more lyrical than he is poetic. Way more. Big Pun, way more lyrical than poetic. These are the albums that dropped in 1999. Jay-Z, which Jay-Z album? The albums, not the artists. But yes, the artists also. Thank you, hoes. God damn it. That's your name, man. What the hell? Thank you, hoes. That's your whole name, man. I mean, somebody's gonna hear this and be like, why is he talking to people like that? Eminem is, I think Eminem, I'm not saying that Eminem isn't poetic at all. That's why I wanted to mention Joe Budden. There's nothing about Joe Budden that's poetic. Zero. But Joe Budden is quite possibly one of the more lyrical MCs that we've ever had. It's just, he's like, there's no poetry. There's zero poetry. Eminem has poetry, but he's so lyrical that it drowns out the poetry. Does that make sense? Like, Eminem is quite possibly the most lyrical MC that ever existed. But I think that one of the reasons why he's so lyrical is because he has no choice. DMX is the only rapper that could preach with no music and it sounds like fire. You know what? I'm not even going to argue that. Boom. I don't think that's something that could be argued. Just so we can be clear. DSTN said, at the end of the day, M was just expressing his life. The difference is that X never spit a ball without meaning behind it. 100%. I'm with that. 100%. I think M is consistent. I just think that DMX's music is music for the soul. I don't think many rappers make music for the soul. Is that fair? I think DMX makes music for the soul. DMX makes music for that, your spirit. You understand what I'm saying? DMX makes music that is... DMX makes music for you to feel, not hear. Does that make sense? You just talk to your people, okay? Well, I've talked to numerous people. I'm not even getting into that. Whatever, good vibes. Shout out to you. I don't care what Punch says. Punch is also the one that told us that Shotty was coming home, right? All due respect to Shotty, and all due respect to Punch. But isn't Punch the one that said Shotty is coming home? Am I wrong? Punch said Shotty is coming home, right? He said just wait, right? Am I wrong? Or did Punch say that? Am I wrong? I didn't change the conversation. What are you talking about? I'm saying that I don't think that we could believe Punch. You know what? Danny Jacobs is just here to argue. Guess what, Danny Jacobs? You know who you could argue with? You could argue with these bags, you rat bastard. Could I get bags for Danny Jacob? We trying to have a conversation in here, and Danny Jacob is coming in here trying to argue. You know how many people came in here and said that DMX was still alive, but they didn't turn it into an argument and we just talked? Danny Jacobs is trying to turn this into an argument, y'all. So we kicking him. Because I'm not going to let you come in here and disrespect the memory of DMX in such a way. And I want to be clear on something. If you believe that somebody could have zero brain function, but they're still alive, and then you say that DMX is still alive, then okay. If you believe somebody could have zero brain function and still be alive, and you say DMX is alive, then okay. I have no problem with you. But if you are a person that believes that a person has to have brain function in order to be alive, I know who Danny Jacobs is, and that was not that Danny Jacobs. Danny Jacobs is a pretty good boxer. He's a really good boxer. I like Danny Jacobs. The boxer. So if people are saying that he's still alive because he's hooked up to a machine, even though his brain doesn't function anymore, I don't know what I mean. If that's what you call alive, then okay. I'm not going to argue with you. I don't call that alive. That's a lie. Good vibes. Good vibes. There is no brain function. Good vibes. There is no brain function. There is no brain function. Stop. His brain was without oxygen for about an hour. Stop, Good Vibes. Good Vibes is just in here. He's just in here to argue. Shout out to you, Good Vibes. MoFab says, MobFact says, if there's no oxygen to the brain for 4 to 5 minutes, then you're probably over, unfortunately. They already have confirmed that he didn't have oxygen to the brain for about an hour. Four to 5 minutes is too long. He didn't have oxygen to the brain for about an hour. I told y'all that. Didn't I say that the other day? Hold on. Luke Tomko says, brain dead is clinically dead. I'm a nurse. But they still keep them hooked up so the family can say goodbye. Isn't that literally what I said like 3 days ago? Didn't I say that like on Tuesday? I said it on Monday or Tuesday, didn't I? Matter of fact, I said it on Monday. Didn't I say that on Monday? Hold on. Hold on. Didn't I say that on Monday? What up, Big Malo? I said that on Monday, didn't I? So you mean to tell me, hold on, stop everything. So you mean to tell me all week Jack Frost has been trying to prepare his people for the chance that DMX might not survive, while other people have been selling people empty wishes? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Are you telling me that I'm just being responsible and trying to prepare people for the worst? And I've been doing it for days. I've been doing it for like 5-6 days, preparing people for the worst. Is that what you're telling me? That I've been preparing people for the worst for 5 to 6 days and people are killing me for doing that? Is that what you're telling me? That for the last 5 or 6 days I've been preparing people for the worst? That I've been honest with you guys? Is that what you're telling me? Everybody should be wearing red today, by the way. This is not an accident. Everybody should be wearing red today, by the way. You can wear your red BBN merch if you feel like it, or you can wear red anything. But every MFer should be wearing red today in honor of DMX. If you BBN, you wearing red today. If you BBN, you wearing red today. Yeah, I know the truth hurts. But if I don't tell the truth, then what am I doing? If we're not being honest with our communities, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, really, what are we doing? If we're not being honest with our communities, what are we doing? Luke says, yeah, after the neuro test confirms it, there's no chance. And we will call Oxygen Recovery Center before we even pull the plug. Oh, yeah, can we get bags? Rain says, I was about to tell dude bye. Everybody should be wearing red today. If you don't got red on, you already went to work. When you get off work, you go home and you putting some fucking red on. Everybody should be wearing red today in honor of DMX. What up, Gary Crawford? Organ recovery, not oxygen. That did sound weird. No, his organs failed. Luke, his organs failed. His organs failed. I don't know if all of his organs failed, but he had failing organs. I don't like saying that person's. I don't like. Okay. So A came in and said, Peace Frost, Bobby Brown's daughter was down for a lot less time than DMX, and she still passed. It's hard to deal with it, but it's inevitable. Their face? Also, for everybody that don't know, Queen Elizabeth's husband died yesterday. For everybody that don't know, Queen Elizabeth's husband died yesterday. He was 99 years old. For all of our British family out there, for all our family across the pond. Queen Elizabeth's husband died yesterday. He was 99 years old. Face transplants for burn victims most of the time. Wow, did not know that. Yes, if you, all of DMX's, almost all of DMX's covers was him in black or red, right? Do anybody else remember DMX being in many other colors other than black and red? Shout out to Garrett Crawford with the $5 drop. He says, long live DMX. And at the same time, we kicked out a troll. So, could we get smacks in the comment section, please? What did the 5 fingers say to the face? Somebody came in here disrespecting DMX. I hit him with bags immediately. We at 11 o'clock, y'all. I'm going to let everybody go. And Betty White is still going long and strong. Betty White is going to outlive everybody. Not for nothing, but when Betty White was young, she was pretty. Wasn't she? I think Betty White was really pretty when she was young. Just going to throw that out there. Was she? White was pretty. I mean, I'm not trying to bang it, but you know, Betty White was pretty when she was young. She was pretty. Oh, that photo was doctored like hell. Betty White was pretty when she was young, right? I'm just thinking about it. She was pretty. I mean, I'm not into her, but you know, Betty White was pretty when she was young. Shout out to Betty White. Wow. Yeah, Betty White was pretty. Is this Betty White? This is Betty White. Betty White was pretty. I have no idea if Morgan Freeman was pretty. Betty White was pretty. Betty White was pretty. What up, LV the Slap? You got LV the Slap up in here. When she was young, Betty White was born before photos was made. Photos, they started having photos around time she was like 8 years old. That's when these photos making jokes and shit. But she's still alive. I can make these jokes. Hold on. Betty White was pretty. They giving Betty White everything she need. This is how she looked when she was on the Golden Girls. This is how she looked when she was on the Golden Girls. Betty White was pretty. She's older than sliced bread. Look it up. Zippo Flame says her first picture's a painting. Said Betty White's first picture's a painting. LV said I gotta get back to the green teams. $1.99, my brother. Whoever said that, you retarded. Betty White's first picture was a painting. Hold on. Make sure I got this in order. Shout out to Big Milo with the $5 drop. This is morning coffee refill. Oh, you know what? A refill. We need to start having a refill drop. We gotta figure that one out. Shout out to Big Milo with the $5 drop. He said it's not a hated drop though, it's a refill drop. We be locked in with them hated drops. Because we like to let the 5 fingers. We like to let the face know what the 5 fingers is saying to them. Anyway, we're going to get up out of here till 11 o'clock. You good, LV. Don't worry about it. We need to start getting our music up over here more. But yo, this month, we're gonna make sure that we buying the cell phone this month because I need to get something with an iOS, so I gotta buy something with an iOS. So we're gonna make sure that we get the radio station up this month. Everybody that wants y'all music played, you better hit me. That's one. We're gonna get the radio station up this month. All right. This is the thing. I'm going to let y'all know real quick. We want to talk some BBN business real quick before we get out of here. We're going to talk some BBN business. We have so much opportunity over here. It's retarded. So many people fuck with the BBN. See what we can do over here. And they're just waiting for me to grab the reins. So I want to apologize to everybody that I have been letting down because I haven't grabbed those reins yet and took control over this thing. I want to apologize to y'all, but we getting there. All right? We getting there. It's just, I'm not going to lie to you. My dreams are so big that at 1 minute I'm doing one thing and at the next minute I'm doing another. My dreams is just so large. Like I don't dream little. I don't dream big. I don't even dream gigantic. My dreams are so big that I can't even explain it. So that's why I try to explain to people I don't want to beef with nobody. Because my dreams are so big that it don't even make sense for me to argue with anybody. The things I'm trying to do, it's on a whole nother level than what the people who want to beef with me is trying to do. If you out here trying to be a rapper, me and you shouldn't be beefing. If you out here trying to be a YouTube content creator, me and you shouldn't be beefing. If you out here trying to take over the world, me and you got beef. I don't think I can say it any better than that. With that being said, we about to get up out of here. As always, we want to send all of our prayers. I want to show y'all something. So apparently, it was reported that Queen Elizabeth's husband died before the royal family even spoke about it. I wonder why the people over in Europe aren't going crazy. Why didn't y'all let the family talk about it first? I'm going to say this again. Apparently, it was reported. It was reported that Queen Elizabeth's husband died before the family said anything about it. Why aren't they going crazy over there in Europe? Oh, because that's usually what happens. Oh, so usually a person passes away, it gets reported, and then the family comes out. Usually that's what happened. That's literally usually the way that it happens. Okay. Just so we could be clear on that. When Prince passed away, did his family tell us? I don't think his family told us when Prince passed away. When Kobe passed away, did his wife tell us first? I don't think so. When Michael Jackson passed away, did his family tell us first? I don't think so. Am I wrong? Or am I misremembering? Am I misremembering? I don't think I'm misremembering. Just so we can be clear. But if I am misremembering, please tell me. I think this is a situation where individuals are trying to control information. And since they can't control the information, they're upset. And then there's people that are just sheep following behind the individuals. Now, for anybody who knows the family personally and they're a little disturbed, then okay, I'm 100% with you. Boom. You know the family personally. You feel that way. I get it. But for the people who don't personally know the family, what the hell are you talking about? It seems to me like when anyone else passes away, it's okay for the media to speak about it, but not DMX. Why? Why? Everybody should be wearing red today, by the way. I don't care what you are. Everybody should be wearing red today. Somebody is outside raising hell. With that being said, as always, our prayers go out to the families. Our prayers go out to all of the friends. Our prayers go out to, because we are fans ourselves, all of the fans and everybody who's mourning the passing of this great man. We all have trials and tribulations that we go through in our life. We all have moments where life is valleys, is peaks and valleys. So we always have moments where we are not at our best. And for those individuals who are able to still prosper when they're not at their best and reach back up to those peaks, let's clap it up. DMX was one of those people. DMX has to be one of the most loved rappers of all time. Who's more loved than DMX? Will Smith? DMX has to be one of the most loved rappers of all time. Good vibes. Didn't you just say DMX was still alive? Why are you writing R.I.P. DMX? You see what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Good vibes was just in here arguing with me that DMX was still alive, and what am I doing? Now he writes R.I.P. DMX. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to you though. Let's make sure that we keep DMX and his family in our prayers. DMX was not the type of the music that you listen to. DMX was the type of music that you feel. I don't think I've ever heard of anybody that did not like DMX. I'm just saying. I don't think I've ever heard of anybody that did not like DMX. And that's the way it should be. I'm going to let y'all go. I advise y'all to call somebody today. Speak to them. You know who you should call and you know who you should speak to. I don't. But you know. I advise you to call somebody today and speak to them. What up, Bronx Bread? Alright, I'm going to let y'all go. Remember, you could either do God's work or you could be undoing God's work. It's your choice. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one.